Oh, is it cold? Oh, mama. Alright, guys. Had to go outside in the cold, cold air. Hey, stop rocking! Oh, guys, is it cold and windy out there? Like no tomorrow is it windy. Alright, hold on. Alright. Let's just hope we don't get interrupted again, guys. But I did save it before I left. So, that's a good thing. Alright. I gave up on Nusaki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any club yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader for the debate club last year? Haha, well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into the literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Not surprised, there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, okay, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsui's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. No, not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chooses the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsui's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsui? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Ooh. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Hee hee, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Serious. Slittles up behind Natsui and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsui, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsui averts her eyes. He wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsui feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerability and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe, if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsui feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read someone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsui and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Kay? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sari may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls are staring back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Kay, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lights up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Okay, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee hee. Yeah. Could I really impress the class star Monica with my meteor writing skills? Mediocre. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsui clean up their food. Hey Kay, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Suri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of you depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will help find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. This is really cute. I just wrote a random poem. That was just random, guys. Oh, now give me 1 second. Don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my words. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kay. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsu, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsu finds herself stuck between Sam, Monica, and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsu plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Kate always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Kay can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Uh-oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. It should keep your attention even if you don't really read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How's This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Pew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Sui is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. But we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. That doesn't solve the problem though. And what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Natsuyu would love to do that. You're right. Natsuyu makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling, and Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I adore her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Hee, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Hee. That's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over your face. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Yeah, Glam, somebody in the Doki Doki Literature Club forums told me to do it as a window capture instead of a game capture, and after that it just seemed to work. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been playing for too long, but I'm gonna do this in like small intervals. And thank you for hosting me. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Oh. I ran my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Yeah, hee. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing ever fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sarah hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Pew. That's so much better. Oh my god, this girl is so much. Sarah puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Hee hee. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay. Okay, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Glam, we should play some DBD. That sounds like some good, like something to do. I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsume and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Let's show Sayori our poem. I'm definitely more comfortable sharing it with Sayori. Hi, Dean TV. So Glam, you just lurking? I'll give you some time, Glam. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Kay. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Haha. Oh, my favorite girl so far? Damn. I don't really have a favorite girl yet. But I'm kind of leaning more to the girl with the pink hair. Or Yuri. Those are like the two I'm really leaning to. Ha ha ha, jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a K poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Hee hee. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Kay. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Glam, who's your favorite girl? Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee. We'll see about that. Ooh. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Say, Ori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Yeah. Dean TV, how's your day? Yeah, I don't know. I find all the girls cute, but I mean, I like Yuri and I like the Natsuki, I think it is. Like, those are like who I like right now. But I mean, I'm still, when I get further, I'll probably figure out. But at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mad. Or don't be mean. I am doing good. I was having difficulties trying to, play this game. Or trying to stream this game. It is currently 3:23 p.m. for me. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Oh, it's late over there. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hee. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's see, who? Let's show the poem to... Let's show it to Yuri. Thank you for the follow. Dan TV. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading it, though. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once she refines her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning, by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Now, Sue can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Yeah, Yuri, you shouldn't be talking about your friends like that. That's not nice, Yuri. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsui. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? I think she is. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, okay? Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her own remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and seem to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright. I think after I let these last two people read my poem, I'ma call it. Because I can't sit too long and play this game. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Ooh, I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah, her poem is really cute. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that I put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but they made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from you, the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsui's feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. Alright, let's show Monica the poem. Hi, kid. Having a good time so far. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha. Don't worry, Kay. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's not that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you know it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poems. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh. I sound like Yuri, but in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my god. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction and the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see a real blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Well, her poem is deep. It's really deep. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, that's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I was some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Maya's leaning on Yuri and Asu. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other's expressions change. Nasu's eyebrows, fury and frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Nasu dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sari liked it, and Kay did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kay liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nasui suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. They got a little bit of jealousy going on, guys. Hey, that's not what I. Uh, you're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kate appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You! Is that really one? Okay, well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as Kay started showing up. Not Sui. I'm not Sui, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Kay, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, okay? Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kay? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I grew with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Uh-oh. I don't know who to choose, guys. Let's go with the cute one. Yuri. You're really talented. But Nasui has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Nasui's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Haha. Shows how much you know. That's not Nasui. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Nasui's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulders. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Nasui. Nasui's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Nasui didn't mean everything she said. Yeah, see, I chose Yuri, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so, hey. It's not like you need to apologize for me, okay? Sheesh. Nasui takes a breath. The thing about, Nasui glances around the room. But everyone stops staring at me, unsurprisingly. Nasui has a harder time with it than she's boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Nasui looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori, I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially UK. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little used to. Ha ha ha. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we'll do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Hee. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Kay, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded at myself with newfound determination. Okay, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Asui, does that kind of thing often happen? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kay, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see about what the future holds. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright. I'm saving right there. I'm gonna take another short little break. Go relax. Splash some water on my eyes because that game is very long and it's a lot of reading. But I'll be back in a little bit.